Okay, so this is going to be mostly a talking video. I'm going to tell you about the journey of how I found these two hamsters, how I acquired them, the condition they were in, where they are now, and the current cage tour of one of them because the other one is somewhere else. So let's start back a couple days. So this all happened about a week ago, actually. I've kind of always wanted to rescue some animals, help them find new homes. I thought maybe I'd start small scale, find one, one animal, take it in, find a new home, and just start there. Like have one cage in my house for an animal that was not a personal animal, but someone I wanted to help and find them a new home. So I'm scrolling through Craigslist. I found a little Russian dwarf, which is who I made the video on last week. And I do plan on keeping her. She was not a rescue. I just adopted her. She was in very good care, or no, she was in good condition, clean. Just some misinformation on the owner's behalf. And then, so I had already reached out to them. And then I scroll down a little further and I see a Craigslist title that says 2 teddy bear hamsters. So first off, that's always alarming because usually that means they're like cohabbed, which is not good. So I click on it. There's no photos. And it says I can't remember exactly. The post has been deleted. I should have screenshotted it when I saw it, but I was like in full panic mode. It said something about like I have 2 teddy bear hamsters. We got my 5-year-old son for Christmas. He's no longer interested. I just want them gone. Small rehoming fee. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna reach out to this person. Lots of red flags here. First off, 2. Second, impulse buy for a Christmas gift for a 5-year-old. So I reach out to the person. I say, hi, I'm super interested in coming and getting your hamsters. I can come tomorrow first thing in the morning because it was kind of late at that time and they were about 40 minutes away from me. And he responds and says, okay, I'm hoping to get $60 for all this stuff and I will include the pictures he sent me right now. So here is the photo of the cage. There's a small KT cage and a ball. Then we have this Walmart hamster food, some Timothy hay, and this is the bedding they were on, which is just softwood bedding, which is not safe. And so as you saw in the pictures, almost none of that stuff is none of that stuff is good. Like none of it. And I was like, is there any way you could take 40? I can literally come get them first thing in the morning. He was like, yeah, that's fine. If you come get them, I'll take 40. So I paid $40 for the 2 hamsters and he gave me all of the stuff in the pictures. Like you and I know, none of that stuff is useful. However, whatever. I wanted to get the hamsters out of that. So I drive 40 minutes. I go pick up the hamsters. And this cage is absolutely disgusting. Like, the bars are soaked in urine. The bedding is clearly not been changed in a long time. The outer wheel that's like on the outside, not the small one inside, is completely caked in urine. These hamsters both have clearly been fighting. They have nicks and marks on them. They're both overweight because neither of them have provided a good wheel. They have not been given a good diet. He did try telling me they used to feed like a block diet and then they went to Walmart and that's all they had. So I don't know. It makes it sound like maybe they got like some Oxbow or something from PetSmart, ran out and then went to Walmart to get something cheaper. I don't know for sure. The hamsters are both very sweet. I do think that the little boy, who's of course 5, it's not his fault. I do think he liked the hamsters. And the parents just did not take responsibility and those hamsters were completely neglected. So I planned ahead and I brought my own like carrier So on the ride home, one of the hamsters stayed in the cage. Of course, I did not know how dirty the cage was going to be. Otherwise, I would have brought a second carrier. I was planning on just having one of them stay in that little cage and one of them be in the carrier, so they're at least separate. Unfortunately, one of them had to stay in the nasty carrier for 40 extra minutes. Of course, I already had 2 enclosures set up. I had one bin cage that I made the night before, like after I got the okay that I could come get them. I ran to Target, got the stuff to make a bin cage, made a bin cage. It was 450 square inches, so not great for a Syrian, but also better than what it was in. And then the other Syrian I had set up in a 75 gallon. And when I got to the guy and I was getting the hamsters, he actually mentioned a rescue had reached out to him, and I have been in contact with a local rescue to my area, just kind of like getting tips of how to like start a rescue, I guess, like how to approach people, how to vet out good homes. And when he said that, I was like, that is so weird. I bet it's the same person. So I reached out. I was like, just so you know, I got these 2 hamsters. I just wanted to make sure that you knew they didn't go to another bad home, because that's what we were both worried about, that they would just go to another home that didn't understand and they would stay in the same care. So she did. She was the one that reached out, and she offered to take one of the hamsters, which is why I only have one right now, which is much better for me because I had only ever planned on taking one. I just could not leave those poor hamsters in that condition, like to be pushed around in this cycle. And of course, I didn't know she was going to reach out also. So she has one of them. I kept them for about 5 days, and then I was able to go back down there and meet up and give her the one hamster. So I currently only have one. I gave her Ocean, and I still have Sky. They're both long hair golden Syrian hamsters. I only have videos of Sky, which is the one I currently have, but I'm going to show you like videos of her running and like her having to take breaks, and like this is my first time rescuing an animal that's in really bad condition, so I thought it would be interesting to like show my journey. She in 1 week has made crazy improvement. The very first day she would run on the wheel for like 5 seconds, have to lay down, take a break, run again. Like, it's crazy. I got them immediately on my Missouri rat and mouse block and Higgins sunburst diet. They have lots and lots of bedding. It's clean. They have appropriate sized wheels. Because I don't think I mentioned, but the wheels they had were both like, I think the one on the outside was like 5 inches or 6 inches, and the one on the inside was like 4 or 5 inches. They were both completely too tiny. The poor Syrian's hamster's back was completely rounded. They had those tiny little tubes, and actually on the way home, Sky was the one that I had stay in the travel carrier, or like the cage that they came in. And on the way home, she started climbing up the tube, and I started freaking out. I was like, oh my God, I need to pull over. Like, she's gonna get stuck. Yeah, it was a nightmare. I threw that cage away the second I got home, like straight in the trash. I didn't even think about like filming it, like filming how gross it was. I just got the hamsters, put them in the setups, and threw that thing away because it was gross and a death trap. So yeah, that's how I acquired the 2 hamsters. I do plan on getting her back into like a good shape and also try socializing her some, because like I said, she is really nice. And she seems to be curious about people. She's just very scared. I don't think a 5-year-old can properly handle a hamster, so I don't know if they were handled properly. But she's running a lot more. She's trying to lose weight. Well, I don't think she knows that, but she's getting back like her bod. And she's on a much healthier diet. She has so much more space to run around and lots and textures to touch and feel and things to do. So I will do a complete cage tour of what I have in there for her. I didn't film or do anything with Ocean's cage, or I don't have anything of her. I didn't even think about it. I worked all week, and I met up with the rescue in the middle of the week, so I just didn't get any. So right now all I have is pictures and videos of Sky. But Sky is the one that I'm going to keep in my care until I can find her a good home. So I guess it's fine. But there was 2. So here is little Miss Sky. Like I said, she's a long-haired Syrian, and this is just her drinking some water because she's so cute and close. But you can see how she's a little bit overweight. And then here is a video of her running. You can see her body a little bit more, and you can see the different like missing hair patches on her face and stuff, from obvious signs of them fighting. I think that Sky was the like not dominant one, so she got beat up a little more. But yeah, here's her running. She's so cute. Here is just a super quick tour of the enclosure she's currently in. I don't want to go too in depth. If you want a more in-depth tour, definitely let me know. And just in case anyone asks, Tribe is right down here. He still has his pink enclosure. The only reason those 2 things are on there is because this lid keeps folding up. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative. If you have any tips or information that you can provide to me on starting to rescue and take care of animals, or if you see anything that I'm doing wrong that I need to fix, definitely let me know. And I will see you guys in my next video.